throwing here to start the drive. Caught over the middle. It's Cox. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Pass complete. It's second down now. And the quarterback dropping back. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Well, that's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Trying to create here on the move. And he's got it. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense can set up with a first down and goal.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy's off to a great start in this big playoff game.
The Dogs will line up here on first down and goal. Looks to the left, and it's complete. He'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. We come out in a playoff game, Kirk. No signs of loss for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Well, he's got a crease here. Look out. And he finally steps out, but not before an excellent return to set up the offense. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss. Now it's second down here.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Movement here from the tight end. He'll look to throw it here on second down. Receiver makes the grab. Then he'll run out of bounds and pick it up a few yards on the play.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Here's the target, and it's complete. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on that third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance.
Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Bulldozing his way past tacklers. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. He hands it off from the gun. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he throws the ball out of bounds there. Smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up 3rd down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bama.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When a quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. He'll take a deep shot here. Pass hauled in inside the 15. Touchdown, Dogs. Made the defense look slow that time.
Yeah, we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
PAT puts them in front by 7. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Looks to the left for a quick throw. That's a bullet, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? It's a shotgun run call. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And he's taken down way behind the line. It'll be a huge loss here.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. With some pre-snap movement, back in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Quarterback operating an empty set. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. Back to throw again. Bringing pressure. And it's picked off in the end zone. And that's a solid return after the interception.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble now. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw it on first down. He's running out of time here. Extending the play now. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Second down after that previous play. Toss play to the outside. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Try and muscle for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Motion now from the tight end. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. Big play across midfield. They'll spot it near the 36.
You know, Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that Alabama would have a wide receiver that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he would have believed us. But that's where we are. They've been some great ones in the past, and we're seeing some great-looking receivers on this unit right now.
And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Refusing to be stopped on this play. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He throws it away. A smart choice that time, but it will bring up third down.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Alabama. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And he knocks through the PAT. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. On the move. It's a foot race. They can't catch him. Touchdown. That is an unforgettable moment for that kick returner. A touchdown in a playoff game.
Great blocking to set this return up, and of course you can see his natural instincts as a runner. Once he got through that initial surge from the coverage unit, nobody's going to stop him from scoring.
He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's tackled just short of the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
And it works. The first down to the 35.
I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. The pass rush closing in. Nice throw, caught for a completion. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart with the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Off the RPO, caught to the right.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. They'll try the option play here. Pitch to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The offense eager to keep this drive going, but facing a 3rd and long from the 20 now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. Takes a shot as he gets the pass off. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tied.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Point after, up and good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. They'll run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that 1st down completion. Handoff to the back. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Receiver makes the catch. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down. The Bulldogs looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Receiver in motion now. A running play called on 4th down. The 1st down pickup tackle at the 45.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Looking to scramble. On the run here, taking a deep shot. Deep ball caught inside the 10. The defense better regroup after that big gainer. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Man, that's his 2nd touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver. Second down play coming up for this offense. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. That's a bullet right into the heart of the field. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
But Chris, the offense takes the shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
This receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this 1st half.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Plenty of time to scan the field. Finally flings it to the left side. And he's ruled down after the catch, but it's enough for a 1st down. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Alabama has now moved into the red zone. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's got it near the end zone. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. One more play before they head to the locker room. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And the PAT is good. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And it's a squib kick taken by one of the up men. And the coverage team brings him down as the clock runs out in the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Dogs will kick this away to start the second half. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Snags the quick throw. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Crosses the 45. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Man, I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Third down coming up after that running play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Third down, out of the shotgun. He's going to take off. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, this is so deflating for this defense on 3rd and short. Good coverage downfield. They take away all the short routes, but the one guy that they don't account for is the quarterback in his legs. Picks up the first down by being athletic there and great awareness.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. First down, looking to throw the football. He bought some time, now lets it go. Looking right, this one caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Lets it go quickly. Touchdown, Bama. They will claim the second half lead. Now just a brilliant game from this quarterback. With the spot and the natty on the line, you need you got to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today, Kirk.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job of taking care of him, the receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the fair catch is made right on the 5. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Grab made by the tight end. Good enough for the first down at the 37. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw, and that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years, guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Set. Here's second down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Receiver makes the grab. Oh, what a move. Goes right through the tackle. He's got room to run now.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw yet again. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. And here comes a deep shot. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
We finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. He's picked for a third time tonight. And he's got some open field ahead. Touchdown, tie. Wow, what a play, defensive score. What a takeaway and the touchdown. That is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick six last time out here. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Short connection to the tight end here. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. The Dogs will come to the line to run the hurry up.
Man, and with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Pressure is coming. Using his legs on the scramble. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. Looking to pass here on second down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Most offensive coaches will be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man coverage, but I'm curious to see if they're going to test this DB again after that coverage.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, and another incompletion.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
Crucial play, down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. The Bulldogs pick up enough for a first down.
Oh, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it. And gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that first down.
Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away. Receivers are bunched together. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Georgia. They're setting out to try the PAT. And the PAT is good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. He steps out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Dumps it down to the back, the clock. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That completion makes it second and medium. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. It's a run to the left. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. It's 4th down and 4 to try to keep the drive going. That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The punt team making their way on the field. They're going to kick it away for the second time. Return of 1 down. Sets up the next drive. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Looking to throw it on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Cox. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Man, this wide receiver has been a difference maker in this football game. He's got 2 touchdowns already. Now they look to him again, and he picks up the first down.
First down here for this offense. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Finding space at the 20. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Dogs. Kirk, you look for rust. You look for jitters in the opening drive. Not any sign of it for that offense.
You know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast, but I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. This one will be fair caught. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Offense getting set. It's second down. We go with a direct snap. He's brought down, but it's a first down, spotted near the 41.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They get him down, but he crosses midfield. Spot the ball at the 44.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Handoff here from the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Boy, nothing like getting positive yards here, playing with the lead late in the game and then staying in bounds to boot. It's exactly what you want to see as an offensive coordinator.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. He'll hand it off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. And he's got it down there inside the 35. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Got him, he's sacked. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's going to take off here. And the deep shot falls incomplete. But wait, there is a flag on the play, so we'll check that out. So the quarterback lost track of where he was. He was all the way beyond the line of scrimmage before throwing that pass. 3rd down play for this offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Trying for a fourth down completion. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, and it's incomplete, and the drive ends right there.
Well, that'll do it, Chris. This defense has played well the entire game. It's very fitting here on this fourth down play in the fourth quarter. Under 2 minutes to go, and they step up again. Give them the game ball.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the quarterback just takes a knee. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new